Welcome everyone to the part 8 of responsive portfolio website making. So in all the previous parts we have made the portfolio till this section, till testimonials. So in this video we are going to see how we will be creating this contact part. Okay, so if you want to see how we have created the uh, portfolio till that part, you can check out the parts from 1 to 7. The link of all the videos are given in the description below. So let's get started. So now we have come to index.html in Visual Studio. So here, just below the section part, I'm going to create one more section. Okay, so here I'm going to give the ID name as contact, and I'm going to give the class name as contact again. Okay, then inside the section I'm going to create one more division. Okay, I'm going to create a div. I'm going to give the name, class name as heading white. Okay, now heading white class name I have already written in the video before also. Okay, you can check out the previous videos to see the CSS part of heading white. Now inside heading white I have created one paragraph where I have written, feel free to contact me anytime. Okay, you can write whatever you want. Then below the paragraph I'll give one H2 heading. Okay, here I'm going to write get in touch. Okay, now this paragraph and heading H2, these for that the CSS inside the heading white is already given in the previous videos. So the styling will be done as it is. Okay, like that only. So if you save that and go to the browser, so if I refresh it, you see the style is how the style is. You can see get in touch is coming like this. Then this part, the text is in white, so it is not visible now. Now below this div we are going to create one more div class. I'll give the name of the class as content. Now for this content class also I have written the CSS in the previous videos itself. Now inside the class content I'm going to create one more div, and the class name I'm going to give as contact info. Okay, then inside the contact info class I'll create one let's see what to create. I'll create one H3. Okay, one heading, and here I'm going to write contact info. Then inside the contact info I'm going to tell how you can contact me. So here I'm just giving some lorem text, that is some default text. You can put according to you whatever text you want. Okay, save it. Then if we go to the browser, if we refresh it, you can see it is coming like this. Okay, so below this div part, that is this one contact info, just below the paragraph where I have given the lorem text. Okay, so we will just go to the end. First of all, let's go to the end. Then after that, that is inside the contact info class, I'm going to create one more div, and I'm going to give the class name as contact info and bx. Okay, so this is I'll be creating many divisions inside it. Okay, so you need to understand. So inside the contact info bx I'm creating one more class which is by the name of box. Now inside the box I'll be having two parts. One is the icon part, another one is the text part. Okay, so first is the icon part, so I'm giving the class name as icon, and inside this I'm going to create one more text part. So the class name I'll give it as text. You will understand why I'm creating all this. Okay, you see just below the contact info I'll be creating three boxes, one for address, one for phone number, and one for email. So one box I have already created. So in the icon part, the address icon will go, and inside the text, first H3 I will give one address. Okay, so inside it I'll be adding my address, so I'm using the tag address. So you just write down some text out here. So the address part I'm going to write in 3-4 lines. So I'll just give some house number, then break, give some road name and all, and then let's give one more break, and then I'll just give the country name as India. So depending, just give some random address. Okay, so this is the first box. So I'm just going to copy this box, okay, because I need total three box. Okay, so I'll just copy this box and paste it below. And this box will contain the first box was for address, so this box, it will contain the phone number. So here I'm just going to, here in place of address I'll write down phone number. So in the an address part below it, I'm just going to cut it, and here I'm just going to give some random phone number. Okay, let's give some random phone number here. I'm just typing some random number. Then again I'll copy this one, and below it I'll create one more box. So here this extra div is coming, just strike it off, cut it off. So here I am going to give the email ID. Okay, and in the again I'm going to cut the address part, and here I'm going to give some random email ID. Okay, so I'm just giving like this. Okay, so let's save and refresh it. Go to the website and refresh it, browser. So you see three boxes are coming one by one. Now we did one mistake. Actually, just phone number, where we have written the phone number, I have not given any paragraph here. So I'll just add P here. So this should come, the phone number should come inside the paragraph. Similarly, I'll go down, and then here I have my email address. This one also I have given address. It should be inside a paragraph. So I'll just give P. Let's strike it off here and cut the address part. Okay, so backside also I'll just write down P. Okay, I'll cut this out. Okay, and here I'm going to insert P. Okay, save it. And now 1 2 3 also I have cut it off. So now if I refresh it, let's refresh it. So it is coming like this. Now we need to add some icons to the address, phone number and email part. So for that we need to go to Google, and we need to type Bootstrap font awesome cheat. Let's write down font awesome and cheat sheet. Okay, let's check out which one is the website that we need. We can go from here also. Let's check from where to go. Let's click on home. Actually there was one website from where we can go directly. I guess this is not the one. Let's go back and see what else we have. If we go below, this is the font awesome, this one, font awesome. So click that one. Yes, this is the page we need. So first icon we need for the address. So I'll just write down type map. Okay, now you see the icons are coming. I will take the first one, go down, copy the HTML tag, copy it, and here we need to paste it in the icon section. If I see the div class icon, here I need to paste it. Save it, and you just refresh the browser. So here you can see the icon is coming. Now we need the icon for phone number and email. So we will go here. I'll just type phone. You see, I will take the second option, copy the HTML tag and paste it inside the icon class for phone number. Okay, now one more icon I need it for the email address. So I'll just write down envelope. Okay, so here different options are coming. I'll just select the first one. It's up to you what you want to select. Copy it and paste it here. Okay, now save it, and let's go to the browser. You can see all the icons are coming nicely. Okay, so just below here I'm going to give social connect. Okay, so I'll give like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the icons I want to give. So that part I will add just below the div box where it has ended. After that I'm going to give a break, and then I'm going to create I am going to write down h3. Inside here I'll just write down social connect. So inside under the h3 I'll be adding all the 4 social media. Okay, so first I'll just show you how to create one icon. So that will be present inside the div class box social. Okay, then inside it I'm going to create one more class. The name I'm going to give as icon. In this part I'll be adding the icon, and when we will click on that icon it should be clickable. So I'm going to give ahref. We will give the link later on. Okay, the address. If we refresh it, you can see the social connect is coming. Okay, now you see inside I need 4 social media, right, connect. So one for Facebook, one for Twitter, Instagram and LinkedIn. So I will paste this part 4 times. Okay, just paste it. One extra div is coming here, closing div. You just cut it, strike it off. So 4 times I have pasted this part. Fine. So now just save it. Now if we go here, we need the icons. We need the icons for all the social connect. So I'll write down font awesome cheats sheet. Okay, so you go down, you will see you need to click on this one. Okay, font awesome, this one, click there. So here I need to write down the icon which I want. So first I need Facebook, so I'll just write down Facebook. The icon has come. I will copy the HTML part, copy it. Now I will go to my Visual Studio and paste it inside the ahref, because on clicking that I need to go to some other page. Okay, so the first one is for Facebook. So inside ahref, click that copied part. Next I need for say Twitter. So if I refresh this, you see the Facebook icon is coming. So next I need the icon for Instagram, or let's say Twitter. So I'll just write down Twitter. So I will select the first icon, copy the HTML tag, and then I will put it inside ahref of the another box social class. Then I need for Instagram. So I have only one icon here. I will copy it and I will paste it there. And one more icon I need for LinkedIn. Okay, so type it. So this one is coming. So I'll copy the first icon. You can select the icon of your choice, as per your choice. So save it. Now if I refresh it, you will see all the 4 icons coming here. Okay, now when I click on these icons, it should open in a separate tab, not in the same tab. So for that I need to adjust the target. So I want the same thing to happen for all the classes ahref. So I will just click tab and press where I want to do the same modification. Okay, just press tab and click where I want to write the same thing. So I'll just write down target, and inside here I am going to write down blank. Just save it. And for each of it I want the link of the Facebook, Twitter, like that. So for now I'm just going to give the Google link. Okay, later on according to your choice you can paste your Facebook link, LinkedIn link, Instagram link and all, but I'm going to paste just the Google link. Okay, so copy the address and just press tab and alt and select all the positions where you want to paste it, and paste the Google address. Okay, save it. Now if we go to my website, refresh it. So now when I click on any of these, the Google is going to open in another tab. Okay, now this icon part is coming in the left hand side. In the right hand side I want so if someone wants to contact me, send message, they need to write it in the right hand side. So for that so if we see properly, that icon part is present inside the class contact info. So we will see where it ends, and just below it I'm going to create another div class. Okay, so after this I'm going to create another div class. Let's write down div, and this div, if you see, it will be present inside the class content. I will show you. First, let's create the class. Let's give the name as form bx. Okay, so here I'll be writing the form, and this class, that is both the icon part and the form part, will be present inside the content class. Okay, the contact info, that is the icons, will be in the right side, left side, and the form will be present in the left hand side. So inside the form, I want a h3 where I will write down the heading message me. Then after the heading, I need few input box. Okay, text box. So first I will write down input text, and I'll give one placeholder also. So here I will write down full name. Okay, then after the full name, I need one email. So that will also come inside input type email, and placeholder I'll simply write let's say email. Then after that, I'll give a text area where the message can be written. So I'll write down text area. ID and name I can add on later on. Then just below it, I'll just give one placeholder here also. Let's write like message, your message. Then below the text area, I need a button. So when you click on that, the message will be submitted. Here I'm just doing the HTML part. So I'll just write down input type submit, and value only I'm going to give. Let's give send message. Okay, now let's save it and go to the browser. So if I refresh the browser, you can see everything is coming, but right now it is coming in a haphazard way because we still have to do the CSS part. Okay, so now we are going to apply CSS in this part. Now this entire area, if you see, it is present inside the section ID, section class contact, right? So we will go to style.css and just write dot contact. Inside it, let's give I want the background color to be hash 111. Okay, so which is like a shade of black. Now if I save and refresh it, so you see the entire area is coming black. Just for now, I'll just change the color of the background so that you can see the text properly. Let's go back, and after that I'm going to apply some CSS to the H3 part also. But first let's change this one blue. Let's make it blue. Okay, refresh it. Now we are going to change the H3. So H3 means the heading H3 is present here in message me. Then it is present, if we go to the left hand side, the contact info, address, everything is address, phone number, everything is H3. So let's come back here. Inside the H3, if you see index.html, these address, then phone number, everything is present inside the class contact info, right? Contact info. So we will go to style.css and write down dot contact info, and inside contact info we have the H3. Okay, and we will try to write down the same code here itself. We will go to the index, and then here if we see the message me part, that is present inside form bx. Okay, so I will just write down form bx. Now that one thing I forgot, I think it should be present inside the form. Okay, I think H3. If I go back here, this input and everything should be present inside form. So I forgot to give it. So I'll just write down form here. Okay, just write down form. Cut the closing tag of form and paste it after the send message part. Okay, for now let's do it like that. Save it. Then if we refresh it, okay, nothing is coming. Okay, I forgot to give the color. Go to CSS. So here I will just write down the heading. I want it to be of white color. So I'll just give the color as hash FFF. Save it and refresh. And let's add few more things here. Font size, let's give it 20 pixel. Then font weight, let us give as let's say 500. You can play with it. Okay, and margin, that is after the writing the heading, we need a margin of 10 px from the bottom. Refresh it. So you see it is coming in white, but this part is not coming. I think I made some mistake. Let's check. Okay, the mistake that I did is that I should write the form just after the form bx class. Then only the CSS will be applied to form. So just write this form here, and now refresh it. So now you will see the messages becoming, the message me is white. Now we will apply CSS to this part also. Now this part is present inside the form. If you see the style CSS, we will go there. So form bx, okay, this form bx, and this entire form, I want the minimum width that it should occupy as 60%, the form bx. Okay, so let's give it. Now if I refresh it, you won't see any much change, because we need to do write few more CSS here. Now this inside the form bx class, this is going to occupy 60%. Then inside the form bx class we have the form, so we will apply some CSS there. So I'll write down form bx form, and here I want the display to be flex, and then I want the flex direction to be let's say column. Okay, just give the direction as column. Now you save and refresh. Now you will see the difference. Okay, let's apply some CSS to this part. So we will go there to the CSS style.css. Now this form is present inside the class form bx. Inside this we have the form, and then inside the form we have the input. So we will apply the same CSS for both the input and the text area. So I'll write down the same thing. Okay, then here first of all I want to add some margin bottom. Okay, that is just after the input area there should be some margin. So let's give the margin bottom as 20 pixel. Now let's save it and see how it looks. Now I want to add some padding inside here. It is too small, so I want to give some padding. So I will write down padding, and let's give say 15 pixel. Refresh it. You see it has increased. Now if we see the text size, the font of the text size is very small. Okay, I want to increase the font size, so I will give font size let's give it as 16 pixel. You can like arrange it according to your needs. Okay, I like the 16 pixels, so I'm giving it like that. Then apart from that, I want the background to be transparent. Okay, so I'll just write down background transparent. Now if when we will write transparent, it will take the color of the background, so it is coming like this. Now I don't want this border and outline, so I will have to disable those. So I will write down border as none, and outline also I'm going to give none. Now the background color, if we see, now let's refresh it. So the border is gone. Now the background, I want to change the color of the background little bit. Okay, otherwise it is coming full blue. So I want the background color to be a little bit blackish in color. So I will just pick up this color. Okay, #161616. Save it and then refresh. Now see, it is coming like this. Let's do few modifications here. Now if I write text here, it is coming in black in color, so I want the text to be in white. So here inside here I will just write down font color. So color I'll just write down white. Okay, FFF. So if you see, now if I write something, it is coming in white. Now apart from that, if I move the text area, so I can move it vertically also, horizontally also. So when I move horizontally, it looks quite odd. So I want it to be only vertically scrollable. So resize, I'll just write down vertical. Okay, now if I refresh it, so now you see the horizontal bar is not coming. I can only drag it vertically. Then apart from that, when I focus on here, I want a light border to come here. on the bottom. Okay, light margin to come on the bottom. So for that I will have to I'll just copy this part again. Okay, let me try. Okay, I don't know why I'm not able to copy. Okay, let me write it instead of copying and all. Let me write it once again. So same thing, I'll just write down. So I'll just write down dot form bx, then inside it we have the form, inside it the input, then again we need to apply the same thing for the text area also, which is present inside the form of form bx class. Then when we focus on both these things, so we need to write down colon, and then I'll just write down focus below also the same thing. So when we focus on that area, we want a margin to appear below it. So we will just write down border bottom 1 pixel solid. I want this green color. Save it. So when I refresh it, now when I focus on here, you see a light green color is coming. Now because of the blue color, you're not able to see it properly, but the border is coming. Okay, now if you see the focus part, I want it to be slow. Okay, not just immediately it is changing. So I want to add some transition to it. So below here I am just going to write transition, and I'm going to give some timing. So let's give it as 0.5 second. Now you will see the difference. So when I refresh it, so if I click from here, you see first white it comes, then it changes to green. It will become more prominent when the background color is changed, and I will show you how to change the color of the placeholder also. Okay, so you just copy this part and paste it here, and in place of focus I'll just write down colon placeholder. Okay, for both input and text area. I'm doing it just to show you how you can modify the placeholder section also. Okay, so let's change the color. Let's add the color as let's say hash 999. Okay, you can choose any random color. Now if you refresh it, you will see the color has been changed. Okay, now if you write, it becomes more prominent. Okay, so this is how this is the modification that we have done. I want to change the background color also. It was sky blue, so let's change it. It is present inside context section. So let's change the color to say hash 111. Okay, now refresh it. You will see the color has changed. Now let's apply some CSS to the send message button. So input, so here we will have to write this dot form bx, because that submit button is also present inside the form bx, then form. Then after that we need to write input. Now what type of input? I'll give it inside, I'll pass as parameter. So what is the type? It is equal to submit. Okay, so I'll just write down submit. The input type is submit. If you see index HTML, it is written submit. Type is equal to submit. Now here what I need to add, I will add few CSS here. So first of all, I'm going to change the background. I'm going to give it as green color, shade of green. Then maximum width I want to give it as 250 pixel. Then cursor, that is when I move my cursor over it, it should show a pointer. And then apart from that, I want to give the font weight as let's give like 600. You can give whatever you want. Then after that I want to give one border radius, that is I want it to be a little bit curved. Okay, so 50 pixel from all sides. Okay, so now if I save and refresh it, you will see the modifications. Let's refresh it. So this is my input submit button. So that's all for today's video. So in this video you saw how we created the HTML for this part and applied CSS to this part, and this is what how my website looks till now. Okay, so if you want to see the previous part how we created all this, you can check the link of in the description of the video. In the next video we will see how to apply CSS to this part. If you like the video, please do like and subscribe. Thank you, everyone.